Hey guys, Philip here with West Virginia Division of Fun. We are on our way to Akron, Ohio. For those of you that don't know, my kids race soapbox derby cars, and Eden, my youngest, has made it to the World Championships this year. So we are on our way to deliver his car to the 2021 83rd running of the All-American Soapbox Derby World Championships. I know it's not in West Virginia, but he had to race in West Virginia to make it to the World Championships. And it really isn't that far from West Virginia, so only about 3 hours from the house. But there are 3 divisions in soapbox derby. You got stock, which is kind of the beginner class, super stock, which is kind of the intermediate, but it's actually one of the hardest, and then masters, which is a lay down style that is a little more difficult to set up and not as many rules, so you can kind of play with things a little more, and it's a little more difficult. But in the World Championships, there's actually, I guess you could consider to have 6 categories instead of 3, because there's 2 different ways you can make it to Akron as a world champion. You can go as a local champion, which means you run your local championship race and you won, which gives you the opportunity to go to the Worlds. And they only compete against other local champions. So you have local stock, local super stock, and local masters. And then you have rally champs. And rally is it's kind of like, if you want to compare it to something, I guess you can compare it to NASCAR, where you race different races all year. You may go out of town, you may just run your local track, but you get points for how well you finish. And Eden, along with 8 other people from South Charleston, have made it to the World Championships this year. We have a local stock, which is Abby Gibson, and then in super stock local, Noah Thomas, and then in masters local, Jacob Lanham. Then in the rally, we actually had 3 stock rally champs, which is Eden Poff and Amelia Frampton and Paxton Brake. And then in super stock rally, we had 3 champs, which is Miranda Terry, Peyton Brake, and Dakota Thomas. And Dakota Thomas also, they have another race up there that they take, I guess you kind of consider it the best of the best. It's called the All-Star Race, where they judge that on how many first place finishes you have per region. And Dakota has made it into the All-Star Race as well. So we're on our way to Akron, Ohio, to deliver Eden's car for impound so that they can do the inspection on the car. So we'll get some footage of it when we get up there. We gotta get all the decals put on it, get the car put back together, and get everything ready to go, and then we'll be coming back up on Tuesday. It's a Saturday. We're delivering the car. We come back on Tuesday of that good fun stuff. So stick around. Alright guys, lucky me, we get up here to Akron and of course it's raining. So I have climbed in the back of my truck to put the decals on this car. So that the car does not get wet. It looks like we have a break coming up real shortly here in the weather, where it looks like it may quit raining for a few minutes. So I'm going to try real quick like to get these decals on here, so that as soon as it quits raining, we'll be able to get this thing on the trailer and get to the top of the hill before it starts again. For those of you that don't know anything about Derby, you have to put weight in the car to accommodate your driver, so that all the cars weigh the same. And Eden only weighs about 90 pounds, 90 some pounds, and in stock the car and driver has to weigh 200 pounds. So I have to add weights to his car to bring it up to 200 pounds.
Hey, at least I'm nicer, because Chip's like, ball? We don't chase balls around here. I have no idea where that.
We don't play with balls.
I have no idea. I have no idea where that field is.
He said, no, we don't chase balls, we chase speed. I will never forget that.
And I'm like Chip, what the hell? He said, and it just turns right around and he's just like, I don't like balls.
That was actually a pretty good impersonation.
That was sprinkling. You know what will happen to us? Yeah.
Hey, you got blocks for him?
For what? No, we haven't carried blocks ever since we started having crate.
Like, when they're going up, something set them on when we're up there.
Daddy.
What, Miles?
Then you gotta bring them all back down.
Charles, you've literally been standing there for like 10 minutes.
are checked in. We got all the other cars checked in today. Took a little longer than we wanted it to because of the rain. They are checked in. They're going to be going through an inspection process. So we'll know the results on that hopefully tomorrow. But I'm going to try to do a day-to-day upload to you guys throughout the week to kind of give you an idea of what it's like to be involved with the World Championships. There's a lot of cars. There's cars from New Zealand, places like that. So there's cars from just about everywhere. So it's a pretty big deal. I'll try to keep you updated though on a daily basis. And then maybe once it's over, I'll try to get some footage of the actual racing and stuff to you guys. And hope you enjoy it. And if you have any questions about Derby, just shoot me a message. I can give you some information, or maybe at least point you in the right direction. So, all right. See you guys on the next one.